Hey, Jesse.
Hello, Lindsay.
What are you drinking tonight?
A little bit of Long Island. I don't think I'm allowed to, but I had a little bit of Long Island iced tea.
Yes, previously.
And what did you have today?
I had a watermelon White Claw R2.
R2?
Yes.
R2D2?
Yes. So go ahead and roll that intro and we'll just get into everything.
Oh my God, Lindsay, this is the most epic. Happy season 2, everybody.
Yes.
We are here. We are here. And we're here. Yes. Woo. I want to tell them where we're at right now so bad. I want to tell them, but I want to. You're going to tell them.
Yes.
I think you're going to tell them. Because I have no idea what the fuck happened here. Yeah.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are on day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We are on day almost 5 of our New England road trip.
Feels like a week and a half.
And we have quite a few more to go. But tonight, so we have been to DC.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Norwood, Massachusetts.
Yeah. And yeah.
And Portland, Maine.
Yep. And yep.
And Hampton, New Hampshire.
Yeah. It's nice. We watched the sunrise there.
Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh my God. It was so cool.
And then now recording in the home of the case that I'm covering.
And she is like
in
super reporter right now because it's like so many people in this house right now.
We are in the home of Lizzie Andrew Borden.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck does that mean?
Jesse has no idea. He's been all through this house. He has literally, okay.
Yeah.
If you haven't been here, if you haven't looked it up. So we are now in Fall River, Massachusetts. And we are going to talk about Lizzie Borden.
Yes.
And she's literally looking right at me. Hey, girl.
We're in her bedroom, I think.
We are in the Lizzie and Emma suite, sharing with my son and sister-in-law, but they went and took a walk real quick.
Yeah, they took a walk. It was like Monday night or whatever. And they were walking because Silas had a fried.
Yes.
And we're going to do our pod because we are right here. And that's about the time she walked away from me. Whatever. I don't know.
So real quick, Jesse, what made you feel old this week?
Fucking driving all the way up here made me feel old this week.
First of all, we shared the responsibility of driving up here.
Yes, but Lindsay, we've been kicking some ass and some driving, dude.
Well, I just want to say real quick, I do have a lot of anxiety and I have a fear of bridges and apparently a fear of tunnels, but not all tunnels, just ones that go underwater.
Yeah, not all bridge time is tunnel time, and not all tunnel time is bridge time.
But up here in New England, I have been over more bridges than I ever have in my entire life.
It's kind of like not all like pee-pee time is poo-poo times, but all poo-poo times
are pee-pee times.
Yes, so that's where Lindsay's at. I think that's just it's pee and poop. That's the whole thing.
I had a severe panic attack going through the Baltimore tunnel. Kind of has messed me up for the whole weekend. If I have an ounce of caffeine, my heart starts racing. So I'm backing off from caffeine.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to chill.
I think it has something to do with Perry.
And yeah, perimenopause. And it's almost that time of the month for me. And but I did drive a lot on the way up here. I tried to drive at other times. It didn't work out. I had a couple of meltdowns. I couldn't see really well at night.
We worked through it.
We
did the damn thing.
And I have promised to drive a lot of the way home.
So how many people hears it's that time of the month and thinks of a Bone Thugs and Harmony song?
It's the first of the month.
That's what I think about every time you say it's that time of the month for some reason.
Well, it doesn't for me. At that time of the month, I think of when the doors bust open with blood. Yes. On The Shining every month.
So we're in like a shining fucking house right now.
Yeah.
House of the Shining.
But this is real. That's just a story written by Stephen King.
Fuck, Lindsay. I'm not ready for this, dude. Like, you got me here, and I'm walking around. You're like, what the fuck? And you're so geeking, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck really going on, dude. You got me fucked up over here. Lindsay.
Well, are you ready to get started with the story?
Oh, yes. We have so much to cover for our trip, but we're going to share all that on our socials.
Oh, yeah.
We can't
Because
just
we
sit here
will
and
not,
talk for
we will
hours,
not have
honestly.
a true crime
Yeah.
episode next week because we are on vacation and I'm not researching anything while we're on vacation. Don't have the time. I'm navigating. So next week, we're going to have just a little chat about our vacation episode and a recap on Ed Gein and then a recap on Lizzie Borden.
Yes.
So stay tuned for those.
We're going to do the damn thing.
We're going to do the damn thing. All
we go.
right. Are you ready?
I guess so, Lindsay. I guess so.
So Lizzie Andrew Borden was born July 19th, 1860 to Sarah Anthony Borden and Andrew Jackson Borden in where we're at right now, Fall River, Massachusetts. And she had an older sister named Emma. Emma, who stayed in the room adjoining us.
Right behind us.
Right behind us. She was about 9 years older. Sarah, Lizzie and Emma's mother, unfortunately passed away when Lizzie was around 3 years old. And her father remarried around 3 years later to a woman named Abby DeFree Gray, whose room is across the hall from us.
So those are the people that we met on the way up that want to. I'm going to hang out with them later. We're going to play like a board game, probably.
Yeah, there is a board game
in the sitting room,
downstairs. It's
right?
a murder mystery about Lizzie Borden.
Holy shit.
So they would reside at 92 2nd Street, this house, and
This location. Right
this
here.
location
Really?
right here. So Andrew had grown up living very modestly, but he did come from a wealthy family. In fact, the Bordens were very prominent in this town. They were bigwigs. They were bigwigs around here. Now, he became very prosperous himself by making and selling furniture and caskets.
So, like, literally, when we were pulling up, it has this Borden lane, right? Mm-hmm. So you were like, these people were pretty big here.
Yeah, I told you that on the way in.
And I was like, holy fuck, this house is massive. It's amazing.
So he became very prosperous himself by making and selling furniture and caskets. And you remember how I told you there was a word you can't call him in this house, right? So he was so frugal that it is said, now this may be speculation, that he would actually cut the feet off of the dead to make smaller caskets.
Making cheaper? Fucking, it's.
You can't say that word in here.
Oh, in this house, I can't say that
You can't
word?
say the word.
I just fucked up. They're going to kill me tonight. You think? I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so
Just
he was
don't call
frugal.
Andrew the C word.
Okay,
He was
Andrew,
frugal.
you are not the C word.
No, you
And
are
Lindsay,
amazing.
You are not the C word.
No.
I just wanted to say that.
So he was also a successful property developer and owned commercial property, like all over the place. He was also a director of textile mills. He became president of Union Savings Bank and a director of the DeFree Safe Deposit and Trust Company.
Ladies and gentlemen, you need to come to this location.
Mm-hmm.
It is beautiful, breathtaking.
And
I just did not know. And we
try
came
not to let your heart palpitate when you see the bridge that leads from this place to Rhode Island, because mine did.
She will make it. I think she will.
I would make it. I will make it because there's going to be way more bridges in New York. We've already went through so many bridges.
Yes.
But when I look at them, my heart palpitates. I can't help it.
You got it, girl. You got it.
So he would go on to be worth around $300,000, which in today's money would be about $12 million.
Fuck. Okay.
But like I said, he was extremely frugal.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, cutting legs on
This house that they lived in for this area, as you have seen, was considered modest. This is a smaller house compared to
the shit that we see
Yeah.
driving up. We came across the ridge and we looked down to this amazingly beautiful, just the scenery and the river.
The Fall River. Yep.
And we met some cool people and we had a great dinner before we even came in here. It's so amazing.
Well, yeah, there's a little coffee shop beside here that they were closing up, but we popped in real quick to say hello, tell them what we're doing, that we heard about the coffee shop. And So he recommended a Portuguese restaurant to us called the Fall River Grill, and it was delicious.
Yes.
And our server, Natalia, was amazing.
And I think they're going to give us full ride tomorrow. We're going to go hang out with them and do some more onto the backside of this. So after this is over with,
do a little coffee shop conversation.
Coffee shop conversation.
All right. So even like I said, this was considered a modest home. And the rich actually lived in a neighborhood called The Hill, which was even further out of the city. But Andrew liked living in town. He liked to be next to his businesses. He liked to walk out, and be like, there's work right across the street, And even though the wealthy had access to indoor plumbing and electricity in the 1800s, the Borden house would not have these amenities.
So he was kind of grabbing off the church that's really right across this area, right? I think because there's a huge church right across the area. And he's probably had like a good contract with them with doing his work with the caskets and everything. Because a lot of people that go to churches like...
Well, I don't want to assume anything. I don't know the history behind that. Let's not assume.
I'm not assuming.
I don't know.
Okay. This is my speculation. Always my speculation.
That is assuming. That's called speculation.
Oh,
yes.
Well, my speculations. Always my speculations.
But we don't know when that church was built.
Oh, yeah. But I'm allowed to have speculations.
Okay. So, like I said, running water and electricity people had them, especially the people that have money like Andrew. But this house did not have it.
Really?
Right.
This nice place? I mean, it has it now, but...
Yes, it does have it now. Or we couldn't be here. So Lizzie and Emma were brought up very religious and attended Central Congregational Church. Lizzie was very involved in the church and she taught Sunday school to the immigrants. And she served as a secretary treasurer for the Christian Endeavor Society and was a member of the Ladies' Fruit and Flower Mission. Now, like we said, we went and ate at a Portuguese restaurant. Most of the immigrants that she taught were Portuguese.
Wow. Yes. That is so awesome. I just can't believe just going around culture. And that's why I was like, Lindsay, we're going to go eat some Portuguese food.
It was so good.
Oh.
I had garlic shrimp, and I'm telling you, there was like 40 cloves of garlic in my little bowl of shrimp.
Because I was like, Lindsay, I'm going to kind of flirt with this chick to get her to give me to go with Long Island. And she's like, go ahead. And I was like, but I feel bad about it. And she's like, no, go ahead. Go ahead and do it.
Girl was cute.
That's what I was waiting on you to say it.
She was cute. We liked her.
Yes.
In 1892, neither Borden sisters were married. Emma was 40 and Lizzie was 32. So guess what they were considered?
Oh, yeah. That's the right time where they're like, these chicks are old.
Jesse, what's the name?
I can't remember. You talked about it.
So in the Victorian age, they were called a spinster.
Oh, yeah.
So a spinster would be an unmarried woman who they pretty much, marked her as
unwifeable. Right.
And then they kind of just were like, you didn't really move out on your own.
Yeah, because all the dudes were stuck at home. Younger chicks. They were like, man.
Well, that's not just the only thing. You weren't given an opportunity to really move out. You were stuck. You were stuck with your parents pretty much after that.
Right. They stuck with that and kept them in home.
So, and Lizzie, for some reason, even though her family had money, I think she kind of just did this for fun, for the thrill. She had a little klepto problem. And because she really didn't need anything, but she just wanted, probably bored out of her fucking mind.
She wanted things.
But she didn't really.
So
she didn't
Lizzie
really
was
want
like
the things.
Ariel.
Look at this stuff.
Yes.
Isn't it neat?
Yes.
Okay. So Emma and Lizzie had both called Abby mother for most of their life. But that would change one day when Andrew decided to give one of Abby's relatives a rental property to help them out financially. And they didn't like that. So after that, it caused a lot of strife and arguments in the family. So Lizzie would refer to her as Mrs. Borden after that. The sisters demanded that their father give them a rental property as well and bought it from him for $1. Now, that property would be the house that they had lived in prior to this one with their real mother. And, they didn't really like the fact that they weren't making a lot of money off their property. So they they sold it back to their father for $5,000, and it was only worth like $2,000. And that's around 130 grand in today's money.
Fuck.
So Emma and Lizzie had money. So remember that. Just remember that.
Gripped up. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to say real quick, Lindsay, this is the most fucking crazy podcast I think we've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. We're like 2,000 miles away from home. Traveling the whole fucking East Coast, every state.
We went everywhere but Vermont.
Yeah, but that's not on the East Coast. So.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, because we've already.
Taking it in right now in this very fucking room. Holy shit.
I know.
Lindsay. And you're fixing to dump something on me right in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
In this room.
And then I'm going to go downstairs and show you crime scene photos. Okay. Because Jesse doesn't know. So I've kept some things. I've told him not to look at certain things.
No,
okay.
You know what? I played your game so fucking hard. And I was like, people were like, oh my God, do you really know? And I'm like, I don't want to know. Shut the hell up.
Yes. So now after he knows tomorrow, he can soak it all in because there's the man next door. We're going to get his name tomorrow. But he is very informational and I cannot wait for a really good conversation with him.
Yeah, and I brought that to you, so that's my kudos back.
Yes,
I got you back. So that's cool. Go ahead and fire, baby. I love you so much.
So in May of I wrote this backwards. So in May of 1892, I had wrote 1982, but that's not right.
You always do.
I'm so dyslexic, y'all. It's been it's a challenge being a navigator as well because I'm like turn left when I mean right a lot.
You've been doing good.
But I catch it really fast. And I'm like,
leveled up. You've leveled up.
So in May of 1892, it's reported that Andrew had killed multiple pigeons in his barn that Lizzie had built. That must be what he's talking about next door.
Probably.
That must be where the barn was.
Probably.
Or, okay, I'll get into this later.
We'll find out.
So anyway, so Lizzie, she was attached to these pigeons. They were like her pets. She had built a roost for them and everything. And he'd done this with a hatchet. Okay. He said that they were attracting kids to come and hunt them and he wanted them gone. And this made Lizzie, like I said, very upset. These were her pets. Another family argument. And I mean, this was a big, okay. So they're 40 and 32. They're living with their parents. They all lived in this house together. As you can see, it's kind of all together, but they lived
in here.
Very separate lives. They all had very separate lives. They hardly ate together. I need to plug that real quick. Okay.
With this area, I can understand it. There's so much to do even back then.
Right. Know? And most of these houses were the houses that were here. Yeah. So on this particular family argument, family strife, Lizzie and Emma went to go stay in New Bedford, which we passed by, not through, for a long vacation before returning in August. There was still a lot of tension in the house when they returned. They mostly led, like I said, separate lives. Okay, so you saw that there is a third floor, right?
Yeah, I kind of crept up there and opened somebody's door that was in the room. I don't know whose room it was. I was like, wait, lock the door. Oh, shit. Because I was exploring. Well,
they had a maid named Bridget Sullivan, and that was her quarters.
Oh.
But they didn't call her by her name. They called her Maggie. And guess why they called her Maggie?
I don't know, baby. I don't know.
Because that was the name of the previous maid, and they just never gave a shit to call Bridget by her actual name. How snobby and fucking
garbage.
That's garbage.
I'm not going to say it.
So
but
Bridget, so you saw the little maid stuff right there as she walks in, right?
I can't say. I'm not saying anything negative in this house.
So when we enter the side door, right before you see those steps,
right,
you've seen the maid's outfit. That was Bridget.
Oh, and that's where I went up to the maid's quarters.
That was the maid quarters.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I was like, I opened this door and I seen like socks. I was like, oh, sorry. Lock the door, even though ours isn't locked. Because if somebody wants to come party with us right now, come on,
Well, okay, so. Now we have introduced Bridget to the story, okay?
Okay.
Bridget / Maggie. Bless her heart.
Did you mean the slash thing?
No. What do you mean?
I don't know yet. I mean,
No, I meant like her name was Bridget, but they called her Maggie.
Okay, well, you said slash.
And I believe she was an Irish immigrant.
I keep seeing hatchets every fucking where.
I think she was an Irish immigrant.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that was, yes, that is correct.
The thing. Yeah.
So late July or very early August, the family starts getting really sick from the food they are eating. Mostly Andrew and Abby, but Lizzie, Emma, and Bridget were getting sick too. I'm sorry, not Emma. She was still gone. So mostly Andrew and Abby, but Lizzie and Bridget were getting sick as well, just not as sick as Andrew and Abby.
Oh, shit.
So Abby went to Dr. Bowen, who lived I think he might have lived right across the street, to the family physician, Dr. Bowen. And Abby said to Dr. Bowen, hey, I think we're getting poisoned. Now, Andrew, he had a lot of enemies in town. So she literally said, I think somebody is after Andrew and we're getting poisoned. But Dr. Bowen was like, no, Andrew is just too frugal to get something to preserve your food. And they were eating leftover fish, sitting out, that had been sitting out all day, or leftover mutton stew that had just been cooking on the stove for 3 days.
Yeah, that explains a whole lot. Mm-hmm. Not that you were frugal or the C word at all. I promise.
No.
Because I'm spending the night here.
But you can't eat fish that's just been sitting out and not being preserved by refrigeration or fire.
No.
But waste not, want not. Even though it comes right back up. So they literally were coming right outside this house here and puking their guts up. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, on August 3rd, John Vinicum Morse, which was Lizzie and Emma's maternal uncle, meaning that's the dearly deceased Sarah's brother, had come to town and Andrew invited him to stay a few days. So now uncle has come into the story. Okay.
Got another dude hanging out in the fam. Yeah.
Well, the next morning, John left really early to run errands. I don't know if he did it in town. Well, let's see. Everything's horse and buggy. So it was probably in town. And after John left, Andrew went to work as usual, which was still really just right around this area. So usually when a guest came through, it was up to Lizzie to make the bed in the guest room. But on this morning, which I don't know where the guest room is.
We haven't been everywhere yet.
It was up here. Oh, there's a door. That must be it.
Maybe this one? That's locked?
That must be the guest room.
We're not allowed to hang anywhere. We're just doing what we can because there's a whole tour that we didn't pay for.
That would make sense though, because all these rooms are connected.
We're not the C word, but we're frugal.
Yes. Well, and also, we're balling on a budget, man. We're average Joes just living on dreams.
Yeah.
And know how to budget.
But we're basking in the ambience of your horrific thing that you're fixing to dump on me right now.
Well, okay. So I want to explain to the listeners real quick. So all these rooms that are upstairs are connected by doors. So there is a door. So you walk into Lizzie's room, which connects to Emma's room, which connects to another room that I'm talking about. But there is a door behind Lizzie's room that I think is where the guest room must have been.
There's doors locked here and there, and everything is period authentic. We're standing in it.
So like I said, it was usually Lizzie's duties to clean up the guest room. But on this morning, Abby went up to the room, John, and okay, it's all coming together. Okay. Abby went up to the room that John had stayed in. And sometime between 9 and 10:30 a.m. Are you ready?
No, not fucking ready, Lindsay. I'm not fucking ready. I'm standing in it.
Abby was struck with what is presumed to be a hatchet on the side of her head, causing her to turn and fall. So that is the guest room. And what I didn't want you to see is literally a mannequin body laying in the floor right beside the bed.
They were like, don't go in here because you know too much. And I dropped 2 of our little cards on their bed, but I couldn't see behind that door. Are you kidding me right now, Lindsay? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Right. Dude, I'm going to talk to you like Macho Man Randy Savage right now, brother.
Okay, so she had first been facing her attacker. Then she received 17 more hits to her back and head, which resulted in her untimely death.
Well, yeah. That would do it, right? Mm-hmm. Right next to
17.
me. Right next to me, Lindsay?
Right next to you.
But
we're not staying in that room.
But you ain't done.
So, it's reported that Lizzie was in the house and Bridget was outside washing windows, a job that Abby had instructed her to do. Now, neither one of them heard a 200-pound woman fall to the floor or struggle. Now, you have heard every creak and stomp that we have went through this house.
We're walking light-footed while we're doing this because we don't want to piss off our code.
But imagine a 200-pound woman falling to her death on that floor. You would hear it.
Yeah.
They say that you would be able to hear it from the dining room.
Yeah, if I flop down right now,
which is right underneath.
In this whole house is going to come check out what the hell.
Right. So, like I said, neither one of them heard the fall or a struggle. So around 10:30 a.m., Bridget and Lizzie are both in the house, and Andrew came home for lunch. But he was having a hard time unlocking the door with his key, so Bridget came to help him. This is at the front door, right down there, okay?
The front door.
The front door. She said a curse word in Gaelic. I think the word was pshaw or something like that. So, so she said the curse word in Gaelic, and at the same time, she said that she heard laughter. She'll later say that she heard laughter coming from Lizzie at the top of the stairs, which is right outside of our door.
So now I'm learning Gaelic here in this house.
Right. So she said that she helped Andrew out of his boots and he lay down in the sofa for a nap. But a later photo would show that he was actually still wearing his boots.
Is that the couch I was sitting on earlier downstairs?
So Bridget, she goes up to her third floor quarters to lay down because she's still sick. Like Abby made her wash all them windows while she was sick and throwing up from food poisoning. So Lizzie said, go on and, go take you a nap, lay down, whatever. So she had been talking to the neighboring maid over the fence, while she was outside. So she has a later alibi for that. So I'm putting in the future.
So this has gone down already.
Oh, yeah. So Abby's dead.
It's gone down.
Abby's dead.
It's happening.
In the room right across the hall.
Carol Baskins.
Yeah. Anyways, around 11:10 a.m., Bridget hears Lizzie yelling, "Maggie, come quick. Father's dead. Somebody came in and killed him." Andrew Borden had met the same fate as Abby. He was struck while sleeping with what is presumed to be a hatchet, and he received 10 to 11 blows. One of his eyes had been split completely in two.
I'm going to fight you right now.
I mean, Jesse literally sat down on the couch that he was killed on with his. I mean, there is a mannequin with a sheet covering him up.
I don't know if these people that are spending the night with us in this house would understand, but we're leg wrestling. I swear to God, unfrugally leg wrestling in the setting room, right next to the spot that I set. And you didn't tell me nothing about fucking nothing. You
didn't want to know. I could have told you the whole story before we left.
I ain't supposed to know what Lindsay. I ain't supposed to know. Fuck.
Now, Dr. Bowden, who lived right across the street, he came right over and he pronounced Andrew dead.
Fuck.
But he hadn't noticed Abby yet. Now, of course, Lizzie was absolutely out of her mind, hysterical. So Dr. Bowen had given Lizzie a dose of morphine. That way she wouldn't be over emotional when the police arrived.
Hysterical.
Yeah. But he also did give her some caffeine powder so that she can answer questions. So just think about this. Lizzie is on morphine and caffeine.
So it's like a melatonin and some Adderall.
Yes.
Right.
Literally. A little bit worse than that. Right.
Oh, well, yeah, worse, but yeah.
So the police, when they came on the scene, they weren't really what you would call the best on the force, because most of the officers that were, had been around for a while, they were on their annual trip to a nearby amusement park. They were, they were having their
amusement park by still.
So they were on their annual, police picnic, whatever, at the amusement park. Their annual work trip.
Their holiday.
Yes, they were on holiday. They were doing some team building exercises.
A little bit of a Jet 2 style there.
Now, after the police arrived, they did eventually find poor Abby dead upstairs. And, okay, so I've heard a lot of people say, okay, so you couldn't see her, right? You couldn't see the layout of where her body was,
but
right?
Not in these rooms.
No, I'm asking you a question. Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
When you popped your head in that room, when I told you to back off, you didn't see anything right away.
No.
Okay.
No, because
this will be used against Lizzie later on.
Oh.
So it is said that Andrew came upstairs and back down, did notice Abby laying there. And then Bridget said that Lizzie was up here and also didn't notice Abby. I would not have seen Abby.
I literally walked in that room, the same room. That door swung open. I didn't see anything.
Right.
But now later on, after this is over with, I'm supposed to walk in this room and see, because we're friends right now. We just met them earlier.
Yes.
I'm going to walk in that same room and actually see it. But if the door's open, it blocks it. Mm-hmm. So I didn't see anything. Honestly, no. I walked in there earlier and you're like, Jesse, you're not supposed to be in there. I'm like, well, I'm just throwing a couple little podcast cards, whatever, because they were interested in what we're doing. Did not see any
on
layout.
The other side of the bed is where Abby was slain, and a mannequin of her body.
But downstairs where I was sitting next
you sat next to Andrew.
I thought it was just some Halloween shit. I mean, I know there's some shit happened here, whatever.
Right.
And I'm like goof booting. I'm like, whatever.
Because they do have it decorated for the fall.
That was just the spot, but now there's more spots. And I didn't know about those spots. Now you got me on the spot.
Right.
Oh, thank you.
So Lizzie's accounts of the morning changed quite a bit, but she was pretty out of it from the morphine. And she had no blood on her at all, but there was a bucket of bloody rags. But Lizzie was on her monthly, and she said that those were her menstruation rags.
But was it like that or was it like that?
It was like that. That's where they were kept, in a bucket.
And that much? Like, was it like cleaning up the thing, or was it just cleaning up the thing?
Jesse, if I had to bleed into towels to soak into a bucket, you would think somebody had been murdered. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll just put it that way. Sorry, listeners. That's a lot of information.
I didn't know. I mean, it's that whole Bone Thugs and Harmony thing. Again, because it's that time of the month. Okay. So,
like I said, she was actually on her period, and those were her menstruation rags. So, those weren't investigated anymore because, well, menstruation gives men the ick. Period.
Not me, because, I mean, human.
But
human.
In 1892.
Well, dude should have known human by then.
It still gave him the ick. It still gives most men the ick.
Shitty, like all
I have
throughout.
literally gone to my boss. I could go to my boss and say I have a cold, or I'm throwing up, or I'm shitting my brains out, and they wouldn't give a fuck.
Period.
Gone. Bye. Clock out.
Done.
Yeah.
Not me. You had to deal with that all the way up to this.
Jesse, you're different. I'm talking about most men.
Yeah.
It gives them the ick.
Well, I don't. Period. I don't. I never did.
Right.
Never have. Never will.
You're telling lies. But we'll talk about that later. Okay. So a pharmacist said that she had tried to purchase some prussic acid, but this was to clean her sealskin coat. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
And there's seals up here, ain't there?
Yeah, for sure.
So she was suspected of poison, but the pharmacist said that he didn't sell her the poison. And there was no poison found in the stomachs of an autopsy. These people were hacked with hatchets. They were hacked with hatchets.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you care about poison?
Why would you care about anything?
When I show you these crime scene photos,
there's nothing else to talk about.
Andrew's face is hamburger. I mean,
they're done. It happened right here, right beside me. Right
beside you.
Fuck.
So in the basement where we are not allowed, there were 2 hatchets, 2 axes, and a hatchet head with a broken handle. But the murder weapon was actually never found.
So the we were not allowed is where every one of our listeners that are wanting to come up this way, they need to pay for the tour
Yeah, we
And
didn't
they
pay the
can be
extra.
allowed.
Yeah, we didn't pay the extra because we're traveling. So we're literally here for the night.
We don't
We're
have the
gone
time,
tomorrow.
honestly.
Yeah.
So come and get a room and do the tour.
Yeah, we're
and
often
spend 2 days here because this is fucking phenomenal.
And you can also,
country.
if you have a group of friends, you can rent the whole house.
Yeah, you can party up in here. Well,
you can't really party.
Have any drinks.
You can't
in
have
here.
alcohol or Ouija boards.
And I won't say that I've had any drinks in here.
We had drinks prior.
Yes, we had drinks before this because we don't want to break the rules, you know. And Lindsay is fucking killing me, dude. It's happened right here beside me, dude. Oh, God. Okay.
All right.
Okay. You're allowed to go. I mean,
Let me go back. I'm sorry. I had to. We're having to hold our microphones this time. And we don't have a table.
This is fun. This is very fun.
So, Lizzie's friend Alice, she ended up staying the night with the sisters the night after the murders or the night of the murders. And she stated that Lizzie had ended up burning a dress that evening because it had paint on it. But the paint color was green.
Not the right color.
It wasn't red.
Oh.
But that will be used against her later on. Now, Uncle John, he returned to the house around this time as well. And he tried to leave again on the 5th. But by that time, there were around 1,500 people just standing out, just hanging outside this house.
They're coming to check the shit out.
Yes, they're just hanging outside the house.
What else do you have to do? Just like we've talked about in so many podcasts where you just like people come in droves and they're spending money and they're trying to buy little
They didn't
trinkets.
have shit else to do.
What? That's what's crazy to me.
And if you come up here, you'll see that, I mean, like I said, a lot of the original houses are still here and everything is very close together.
And this town, like, this was the coolest thing that was cracking right then. So they had to come and check it out, you know?
And it was Andrew Borden. He was a rich man in this town.
Yeah. And I'm sure the name, the street was named after him then, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, it was 92 32nd Street, something like that.
Okay.
I'll go back to it.
Yeah.
But but Uncle John, he was mobbed by hundreds of people and the police had to get him safely back in this house. Like it was not safe to go outside if you were Lizzie, Emma, or John.
Any living person was
or
prime
Bridget.
suspect.
Or
right?
Bridget, right. So the police, they really didn't like the fact that Lizzie's story changed a few times and they didn't like her attitude in general.
And I'm not trying to say anything to begin with right off rip. But there's a lot of old houses around this. So to dispel anything at the moment, who knows what the fuck really happened so far?
Well, like I said, police really didn't like the fact that Lizzie's story had changed. They didn't like her attitude. And she became an official suspect on the night of August 5th. Oh, and they also didn't like the fact that she wasn't wearing traditional mourning clothes. Now, back in those days, you were supposed to wear black from head to toe for an entire year. But, I mean, maybe she didn't have that in her wardrobe. Shit, you know?
Well, I heard that they were frugal around here.
Yeah, they were very frugal. So on August 8th, she had to appear at an inquest hearing and was denied counsel to be present with her during her questioning, which don't you ever do that now. Don't ever talk to anybody without a lawyer.
Yeah.
Say, nope, I'm not talking without my lawyer.
You can plead fifth on anything.
Now, she is still on regular doses of morphine to calm her nerves. Now, I want to say right now, I've had 4 C-sections and I've had morphine drip after every single one of them. There is no way in fucking hell I could talk to you normally. I mean, Jesse knows. He was there for me with one of my children.
Yeah, no coherent. Coherent.
Yeah, you're not really coherent. Within about 15 minutes of that dose going into your body, I was passing out for like a little short nap. And then I would wake back up. Like, I don't know how they expected her to remember everything perfectly clear. She had a very dull life. Okay. She's here all day. So she said that she was first ironing some handkerchiefs. Then she said that she was in the barn getting some iron to make fishing reels because she had an upcoming fishing trip. And as you've seen, there's a beautiful fucking river down there.
Beautiful.
And she was excited about it. She didn't have a lot to do. She didn't have a lot to be excited about. She was 32 years old, unmarried, still living at home, don't get along with her parents.
And in between that morphine, she's scratching her face like you did, probably.
Probably. And then she also said that she was picking pears. So they said that was switching her story too much. That was probably the 3 things that she did all day. And she just
She remembered in between like her going in and out, right?
Right.
She was fighting just to give them that, right?
Right. She was literally on morphine and a little bit of caffeine powder.
I'm with you.
During her questioning, she would contradict herself and she would alternate where she was in the house. Like one time she would say she was in the kitchen. One time she would say she was upstairs. And one time she said she was in the dining room. But I mean, this is a big house, but it's not a big house all at the same time. So, I mean,
in the count of a day, I can understand that.
So other people were questioned as well. Uncle John was suspected because he had just come into town and then Lizzie was questioned about that. Like, how often does he come into town and blah, blah, blah. And then Bridget was suspected. And there were other criminals in the area, people who had known problems with Andrew. And some people even came forward and falsely confessed. But on August 11th, Lizzie was served with a warrant and was taken to a jail to await the trial that would not happen till June of 1893. It's almost a year later. So her trial began on June 5th, and she had a pretty good team of lawyers because she did have money and, she was finally allowed her counsel, I guess. So her attorneys were Andrew Jennings, Melvin Adams, and a former governor named George Robinson. The prosecution was Hosea Knowlton, and this is Hosea with an H, not a J, and William H. Moody, who would go on to be Supreme Court. Now, fun fact. Well, it's not really that fun, but another axe murder happened just days before the trial. And this murder was committed by Jose, with a J, not an H, Carrera de Mello.
You're making me look at you right now. We're looking right now.
Literally, there was another axe murder right before her trial.
Within days
in the same area.
Fuck.
So the trial proceeded, and there was a lot of evidence against Lizzie. Like, why was she at the top of the stairs and had not seen Abby laying dead? But Andrew didn't see her either. And now you and I wouldn't have seen her unless our house guest hadn't said, go look over there.
Right.
I wouldn't have known.
No.
Now I know.
There's so many corridors and halls. It's a twisted maze, and it's insane. And her incoherent morphine rants just did not all tie together because I understand the drug that she was on at the time.
Yeah, you watched me on it for 2 days. Yeah.
So
that was a mess.
How do you tie all that together and then pin it on, I'm Team Lindsay over here.
And, another question was, why were there bloody cloths in the bucket? Well, she was menstruating, and that's where bloody cloths were kept back in those days. And they were kept down in the cellar, which I think that's where they had their toilet, was in the cellar.
Yeah, a little bit looks like a lot when it comes to that, honestly.
It's a lot, period.
God,
yeah, it's a lot. I'm sorry.
I mean, I understand what you.
If like I said, if I had we wear pads and tampons and we go to the toilet, but if we had to just bleed in actual rags and keep them in a bucket, it would look like it would be horrible.
1,000 corpses.
It would be horrible. Yeah. So another thing was, why did she call Dr. Bowen when there were other doctors in the neighborhood? Well, he was the family physician, and the other doctors were immigrants. And like I've already said, they were kind of snobby around here. Now, there had been a tiny scandal with her and Dr. Bowen a few years back where he had accompanied her to church one time, but that was it. But it was just unsupervised or unchaperoned, but they're grown. I know the rules were different back then, but they were grown. But in the timeline that the murders were committed, she would have been seen with a lot of blood on her clothes. Okay, a lot. I mean, okay, and first of all, a woman, a Victorian era lady of leisure, hatcheting a person, first of all, is just like, I can't wrap my mind
I'm giving
around
you
it.
the faces right now.
I know. And then second of all, where did all the blood go? Now, there was speculation that she did it wearing sheets, but where were the sheets? It was also speculated that she committed the murders naked, but she was seen fully dressed after both murders, and there would have still been blood on her face and her hair. I mean, I guess these people never heard of blood spatter, and there wasn't a shower that she could go wash off. Do you see a shower anywhere around here besides the one across the street that was built way later on?
Yeah, there was nothing in this house. Yeah, at the time, no.
And it takes some time to get redressed twice in Victoria era lady clothing. I mean, it just does.
Yeah,
The
30,
corsets,
45 minutes.
yeah.
I mean, it's a lot.
So it just doesn't add up. Plus, how was this lady of leisure, like I said, who barely exerted any physical activity than fucking ironing and fishing and eating a pear, how was she supposed to have the strength to hatchet 17 or 18 times on her stepmother and then 10 or 11 more on her father? How? Where's the strength? I work out a lot.
I don't know.
And I've carried and I've held 4 kids, and I am a server by trade. I couldn't hatchet somebody. I might could do 2 blows and I'd be worn out.
Down,
right.
It would be distraught. You would be completely,
And she was ill from the bad food, and she was on her period, which depletes your strength even more. But of course, the prosecution was like, oh, it was a menstruation rage. Oh, but no. And investigators, they turned the house upside down for evidence, and they found nothing.
Fuck.
Even though prosecution delivered a compelling case, it was not compelling enough because on June 20th, 1893, Lizzie would be acquitted of the murders.
Not enough.
And she fell to her knees upon leaving the courthouse, and she told reporters that she was the happiest woman in the world. Now, some people could take that as, oh, she got away with it. Some people could be like, oh, she was just happy because she didn't have to go to prison for something she didn't do. Which that's what side I'm on. As if you haven't noticed yet, I don't believe Lizzie did it.
According to Lindsay's version here.
Well, I've listened to 2 audiobooks, which I will plug at the end. And actually, I'm about to plug it in just a second. And I listened to several other podcasters cover her with different opinions, all of them. And I'm still on. I don't think she did
Lizzie.
it. Yeah. I don't think she did it. Now, I
understand her trying to give explanation.
There's no motive because, okay, a lot of people said that maybe Andrew was about to disinherit her, or maybe, she did it because she hated Abby and her family. It doesn't matter. She had her own money.
Right. At this point, socially.
She chose to live at home.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm fixing to say. At this point, how times were, she was set in to be in here with her family because she was like, okay, I'm not good enough to be suited with, a marriage and to move out of this household. So everything was just her accepting her livelihood and the frugalness and whatever her family had to offer for her. She was very fortunate. She was loving and appreciating everything that was happening.
I mean, she had there was issues and there was tension in the household.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, like her and Emma had just went off on a vacation. Unless the only thing that I can think of, unless she somehow planned it with another accomplice, that's the only way I'll accept that she had anything to do with it.
I don't think. Yeah, somebody got away with some shit right here.
So, there are a ton of theories and that you can read about on Wikipedia. And the book that I listened to about this case was The Trial of Lizzie Borden by Carol Robertson. It's really good. The narrator is an actual narrator, but it still sounds kind of robotic. It's weird. So it was hard for me to get through because there wasn't a lot of I don't know. I need my narrator to be a little more excited. But this person tried.
We're just
Whoever
goofboots over here for narrating. I mean,
so after the trial, Lizzie and Emma, they inherited Andrew's estate and they moved to the hill into a large, modern for the times home, which Lizzie named Maplecroft. And I think that's adorable. I love that name. And it was fully staffed. And they also had a coachman. And she would later on have a car and she would have a driver.
they were well off.
Oh, yeah. I told you he was worth like 13 million.
Yeah.
12 million.
They were well off.
And then Lizzie and Emma already had, they were 100,000-aires.
For the time, yes, for sure. They were well off.
Now, Lizzie continued to do a lot of charity work, and she did it mostly anonymously. She had done that before. Now, it can be misconstrued as that's really all she was allowed to do, but it doesn't matter. She still did it, you know, and she would have a lot of parties, and she was finally the socialite that she had always wanted to be. She gave a party for an actress named Nance O'Neill, and that caused an argument between Lizzie and Emma, who had been closer than close their whole life, okay? After this, Emma moved out, and they never spoke again.
So she was holding on. So there was some resentment.
Now, there are rumors that Lizzie was, she loved the ladies herself, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, in the 1800s, early 1900s, that was just not accepted. So it was rumored that her and Nance O'Neill had a relationship.
Right.
And then she also had a hired traveling partner later on who was also a woman. So you can put two and two together.
Rumors and speculation, just the same as me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like I said, her and Emma never spoke again, which is really sad because they went through a lot together and they were very close and their rooms literally adjoin each other. I'm looking at Emma's room from Lizzie. Jesse and I are staying in.
We're looking at them.
Yeah, we are in Lizzie's room and we're looking at Emma's room.
We're basking in the ambience.
Yes. And I did figure out, by the way, we took a little break, and it is the master suite that is on the opposite side of this room. And it was the guest room that is across the stairwell from us.
Oh.
That's where our friends are staying.
That's
crazy. That we've met.
So crazy. You have brought me in the middle of all of this.
Lizzie would have her gallbladder removed in 1926 and remained ill for the next year until she died from pneumonia on June 1st, 1927, at the age of 66. Now, what's wild is, I told you Emma's 9 years older than her.
Yeah.
9 days later, Emma died.
What?
From chronic nephritis in a nursing home where she had been residing in New Hampshire.
Whoa.
So Lizzie dies.
That's crazy.
Emma, who is 9 years older than her, dies 9 days later. Yes.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, 9. Yeah, I did say 9 years older. Yeah, 9 years older than her, died
9 days. I'm looking at pictures right now in this room.
Yes. There's pictures of everybody.
This is all really happening here. This is all really, dude. Like, okay, the more I pan, the more there is. It is insane right now.
Now, I'm going to wrap this up so Jesse can plug his band and then I can go downstairs and show him crime scene photos, okay? So, when Lizzie died, she was worth $250,000, which is about $8 million in today's money. She left $30,000 to the Fall River Animal Rescue and left money to her friends and family members. And 130-something years later, the murders of Andrew and Abby Borden will remain unsolved.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yes.
I think it was the other dude that was doing the other things with the things.
It could have been, or it could have been the uncle.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I really don't know. And like I said, even if, I don't think that Lizzie physically did it. If she was a part of it, she had to have had a accomplice because I don't think that she could have physically done either one of those things. It's just not, it's literally not possible with blood spatter and things of that.
We're standing here and okay, Lindsay is sitting down.
I'm literally on the sofa in Lizzie
and I'm over here
Borden's
rocking
bedroom.
back and forth because I'm looking at all these pictures right now and I'm holding this microphone. You guys have to come and check this out. You have to come and bask in this. Holy shit. And you know, I really don't feel any bad vibes here though.
Absolutely not.
I feel like welcome vibes here.
I feel no bad energy here. There is a weird smell when you come in the side door.
Yeah.
But that's it. Yeah. It just feels old.
It's old house. It's good. Like the nostalgia, what we paid for is well worth the money. I would say come in September is perfect time. Mm-hmm. I mean,
and like we said, you can rent this out for you can rent it out for just y'all.
Yeah.
You and your friends or you and your family.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And all the furniture is the original furniture. There's a board game available for you to play. You can use their, like they have a refrigerator, a microwave, things like that.
And I'm not sure if we've talked our neighbors into playing the board game, but I kind of was talking to them a minute ago and I'm like, dude, let's go down and play this board game. It's like Clue. I want to go down and play it.
And you can do the package with the whole museum tour.
Yeah.
Because this is a museum as well as a bed and breakfast.
Too. Yeah.
And we're not doing that because we do literally have to. We're going to talk to our coffee shop guy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Coffee and conversation.
We'll cover that.
And then we are literally headed to New York City for the next 2 days.
Yes.
And then Gettysburg. And then south of the border. Not literal south of the border, but south of the border, South Carolina. And then we'll be heading home.
So the East Coast, south of the border, we're going to spend the night at. So yes, the south of the border is like the south of the border for the East Coast. And we're going to stay at that. There's just so much we need to talk about. We're going to cover all of it. You're going to get parts and pieces.
Well, it's a whole south of the border themed little area.
Yeah. And you'll check out all of our pictures, all of our socials.
And we're going to literally have an hour-long episode recapping to you our adventure from front to finish. I promise you it's worth it.
Let us get back home and we're going to cover some shit.
Yeah, it will be worth the listen. I promise you guys.
And then
we'll be back. Yes. We'll be back with another true crime story next week.
Yeah, you got
we're gonna kick off October with some shit. When this comes out, we will be in spook season. I mean, like officially. I mean, spook season happens in my house in September, pretty much all year. But we will officially be in October, and we're gonna cover some more things. But right now, I'm gonna let Jesse plug this band.
I know. I got this cool ass band. But real quick, Lindsay, how'd you feel about looking at all these houses and they're already set up for Halloween already?
Well, we've been set up for Halloween too, but I mean,
the yards.
We have already seen some awesome pumpkin carvings. DC, some of the houses there, but we're going to cover all that in our recap.
Yeah, I can't wait
our
for you
New
guys
England adventure
to hear it all. I get to play a band though.
Yes,
I get to play some music.
Yes,
that's what I do. It is my turn, and I'm still in the middle of this. Oh my goodness. Oh, so Alibis is the band.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Alibis.
Yeah. And the song.
They're from LA.
Yeah, they're from LA. So, and Lindsay's going to say the song because I'm going to hook this up and we're going to fucking rock it out, dude.
This song is called Dark Side.
Side.
Holy shit, Lindsay.
That band was amazing.
From LA.
We're being quiet because there are other guests in the house.
Yeah.
So we're like kind of talking low. And so we want to be respectful.
Yeah, she's been yelling at me the whole podcast.
I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Our neighbors are cool, though.
Yeah, they are cool.
Yeah, they're cool. And we're having, I mean, you brought me into this, Lindsay. You brought me.
So what do you think now that you're in this house?
We got to go down and check it out.
I know. I want to go show Jesse the crime scene. We're going to do but I do have a little video of him just sitting by this mannequin body.
I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't know what the fuck. the spots.
It was Andrew. It was Andrew. Like literally when you walk, oh my God, this house is incredible.
People hacked up in this.
I'm going to be putting on my makeup in the mirror that Lizzie Borden looked at.
So Lindsay's going to do a get ready with me on TikTok.
I should do that. You got to help me.
She's doing a get ready with me on TikTok in the morning in front of this mirror.
Yep.
That's what's happening. So check out all the socials. Check out drinkaboutSomething.site. Check out
Listen,
her.
I just want y'all to know,
Everything.
I did promise a lot of TikToks from this trip, but you have no idea how difficult that has been. So we're going to do a long entourage that I will make a TikTok of. Jesse will put that on YouTube of the entire trip of clips and videos that we've taken. And then we are going to do a full, at least 1 hour recap of our entire trip, because I promise you, like I said, it is worth hearing. We have
The trip alone is worth it.
seen and did so much.
So much.
And we still have more to go. So stay tuned for
We're
that.
on our way back down south now, finally.
Yes, we have went all the way up to our most northern point, and now we're headed back
It was a
down.
port. It was a port.
So we're going to be in New York City the next 2 days.
Yeah.
Doing hop on, hop off bus.
So,
I'm not looking forward to that traffic again, but I've already went through Boston twice. I went through New York.
You got it.
I got it.
You got it, girl.
Yeah. I went over 19 bridges, at least.
Tunnels and all.
Tunnels, bridges.
Did the damn thing.
Yeah.
We're ready. And we're going to take on this whole trip, get our asses back home to Florida, back to Genzy, Chesterton, Fieldville.
Yes. Which I need to check on. I need to check my cameras.
We miss it. But yeah, we got our cameras. Our older kid, Landon, is staying there, and we're checking cameras. And you know, the cool thing about it is Lindsay plays music on our cameras at her house, and they're like, "Who?" Yeah. It was like, okay, Landon and his cousin Alex, which is my sister's
And then his best friend
son.
Isaiah came over too.
So it's like those three guys are just hanging out. They're guys. They're doing their thing.
They're batching.
Yeah, we're comfortable, and I feel comfortable in this house. But now I get to walk around it, Lindsay. After you telling me this, Lindsay.
But there's still, I don't feel any bad energy here.
No, I don't feel like these two in this room has anything to do with it. And you know, it's just part of things that happen, and we've been around things that happen. And thank you for sharing your story about
Like
things that happen.
legit, real quick plug.
Yeah,
The the beach hotel that Jesse had booked for us
That had
last
the vibes,
night
didn't it?
at Hampton Beach, New Hampshire, was about as old as this house, and it was an experience.
Yeah.
We'll just put it that way.
but thank you.
But you know
Lindsay.
what? We got to wake up and watch the sunrise from our balcony,
Beautiful.
and it was gorgeous.
Check out those pics.
Gorgeous. Yes.
Yes.
But we'll talk more about that
And
in the
thank you,
recap.
Lindsay. Thank you so much for letting us be part of this episode. We're up north. You did a great job. And now I get to go walk in it. And I just want to say thank you so much with the
You
middle
shot me a
finger,
bird.
with the middle finger out. So thank you so much.
You are
Yeah,
welcome.
we're gonna do that.
You are so
Yeah,
welcome.
we met some cool people around here,
And
we're
we
gonna
had
do
some
so
great
much cool
Portuguese
stuff.
food, and we met an
Portuguese
amazing Portuguese lady
Kept
from
plugging all
Brazil.
that.
She's
Yes.
only been here for 6 years.
And she left her name.
Yeah, we said it, Natalia.
Yeah, Natalia.
So if you're
We're
in
gonna
Fall
plug
River,
their
go to Fall River
restaurant.
Grill.
Yes. And we're going to plug it. We're going to tag it. And she gave us a card.
Yes.
We're doing the damn thing.
We're going to follow them on other socials,
Yes.
and you guys do the same. Even if you never make it up here, just follow them,
Support
because
the
it's
bands. Dude, this band was amazing.
support the bands, support the restaurants, support
LA.
support us.
So we need some good ass East Coast whatever. Send it to us. That's what we need.
Absolutely.
And we need you to come along with us because we're having a great time. And we will see you guys next Friday.
We love you so much. Actually, we'll see you on Wednesday and Friday.
Yes, both.
Bye.